This is The Space Shot, episode 269 for February 7th, 2018. That was awesome. I'm John Molnix. On a picturesque Florida day, SpaceX successfully launched the Falcon Heavy rocket for the first time. I was at work during the launch, and I was able to share the spectacle of this incredible launch with a few of my coworkers. They don't follow space with the same fervor that we do here on the podcast, but even they were glued to the TV for the entirety of the launch and booster landings. The successful launch of the Falcon Heavy opens up fantastic possibilities for SpaceX for commercial and exploratory missions, especially since the Starman Tesla payload was inserted into a better orbit than even SpaceX had predicted. Elon Musk tweeted out last night that it looks like the Tesla is on a trajectory that will take it past Mars and out into the asteroid belt. If you'd like to know more about the asteroid belt, check out episode 62. I'm also linking to the video of the Falcon Heavy launch in the show notes, so be sure to read those to see the fantastic launch footage. Now for some space history. On February 7th, 1984, astronaut Bruce McCandless performed the first untethered spacewalk in the Manned Maneuvering Unit, or MMU. You've probably seen pictures of this spacewalk and may have not even known it. The iconic images of a solitary astronaut, in this case McCandless, floating above Earth were taken during this historic mission. McCandless was orbiting Earth in his own personal little spacecraft. A few years ago, I saw him speak about this experience when he was at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. I wish I had audio from this event, but sadly this was a time way before I was making podcasts. I can tell you that it was incredible to see the picture of McCandless floating above Earth on the giant IMAX screen at the museum. Sadly, McCandless passed away in December of 2017. He worked at NASA for a long time, having been selected as part of the 1966 astronaut class. He supported the Apollo missions and was a backup for Skylab. It was during the shuttle program that McCandless finally launched into space. He flew on 2 shuttle missions, and the pictures from those flights are incredible. I'll be linking to some of those in the show notes. I've got 2 shuttle launches I want to mention today before we go. Both of these launches were ISS assembly missions. The first is STS-98, which launched on February 7th, 2001. Atlantis and a crew of 5 astronauts delivered the Destiny module to the International Space Station. Destiny is an orbital laboratory that's 28 feet long by 14 feet wide and supports work on health, safety, and quality of life experiments for people back here on Earth. On February 7th, 2008, Atlantis launched again, this time with the European Columbus science module. Columbus, like Destiny, is a science module where the payload racks are loaded with various experiments that astronauts monitor and interact with. The shuttle fleet delivered some of the biggest pieces of the International Space Station thanks to its large payload bay. Destiny and Columbus were able to launch because of this unique feature. Check out the show notes for more information about the Destiny and Columbus modules. I'm also linking to some ISS resources that you might find useful. Let me know what you think of those links. If you've got any feedback, shoot me a DM on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. I hope all of you enjoyed today's episode. I'd appreciate it if you could leave a review on iTunes. If you do that, screenshot it and send it to me at John Molnix pretty much everywhere on the internet, and I'll send you a Space Shot sticker and a little thank you. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button, that way you don't miss any of the daily episodes. As always, the show notes have more information on today's episode. You can hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. Find me at John Molnix. I'm always up to chat. You can also connect with me on Facebook. Just search The Space Shot or click the link in the show notes. Tomorrow, STS-130 and the Cupola. I'm John Molnix, and I'll catch you on the flip side.